Hey guys, what's up? I'm playing some Mcpe, so I was making sure that I was live. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I don't know if it's gonna be the final video, but so I had to use the resource pack. I had to rename some stuff in the English file, the text file, whatever. So I finally managed to get something to work out. I didn't really think of changing the texture of when this happens, but as you can see, it's now named Freddy Mask, and voila. So now this is like only used, like you can only use this, and then you have to take it off after the animatronic leaves. Also, you get like you get to 5 seconds before the animatronic can hit you with the mask on, so be aware of that. So it took me a very long time to find that flipping tile name, and I was getting frustrated about it. But hey, I managed to find it, and the thing I did, it's they give Mcpe carved pumpkin, but because I renamed it's like tile carved pumpkin equals carved pumpkin or something. I changed the equal carved pumpkin to equal Freddy_mask. And that is why it says Freddy Mask. Or Freddy_mask. So now you can go around out here with the mask on and all that, and you're like, oh hey, I'm around here safe. However, I will warn you, I'm the only, I guess that you can use it all the time, but I'm the only one who can see through it. So basically, I'm kind of some Gladiator, Springtrap, or Foxy in this kind of situation. So when you use the mask on me, it's not gonna work. I can tag, and by the way, I can tag you instantly with the mask on, but I do give you 5 to 6 seconds before you put it on. So yeah, I maybe if you guys want to join, maybe not. I don't know. It depends on what you guys want. However, you will need to either use the Mcpe server thing, because I believe that it is working now, or you have to add me on Xbox Live. So, yeah. I'm like a fun-time Foxy right now. Why? And remember, do not use power until I set the timer, because if you use the timer before I start, the timer, you're most likely going to run out of power. And when you run out of power, that means you cannot use your mask until the power is restored. I don't know why, I just want to have it like that. I may change that in the future, but if I do, I'll let you guys know. And I need to fix this. I don't know if you can hear my dogs outside. Hopefully you don't. I don't know why I'm spamming the door. I'm just doing it. Wait. I went through the door. Come on. What the? Hey, look at me now. I wonder what I look like. I'm actually very confused as to what I look like. Oh my god. Oh my god, I look flipping weird. Help! Help! Can't see the door. I look so weird. My legs are inside of it. Well, that's what I'm doing. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to use magic. Wait. Come on, use your stupid magic. It's not working. Why does it work there, but it won't work over on the it's inverted while I'm doing this, so I'm kind of not used to it. Alright, let's help. I can't see anything. Magic. I can't see anything with my giant head. My head is like inside the flipping roof. I'm gonna get myself a Freddy mask. I don't know why, I just feel like having one. Stupid things. I now have a Freddy mask. I can become the new night guard. I am just joking. I just realized I'm gonna need these. Okay. Boom, boom. Okay. Also, since I am a FNAF Foxy, I believe I will be able to have speed. Any Foxy characters, they are allowed to have speed. I'm actually going to set a command block for that, so remember to name yourself Foxy if you are a Foxy character, okay? Alright, hold on. Command block. No, I don't know I don't know how I'm gonna do this, but like, if your name is Foxy and you're an animatronic, then I'll give you speed. So, and by the way, there can only be 2 Foxies. So yeah, if there's one, so like, I don't know. I'll do something where like, I'll like have a voting system or whatever. I don't know what to do about this. This is kind of a problem. You know, any animatronic can have speed because technically any of the animatronics are fast, so it's really not that big of a deal if just all of them has speed. It can't even flip and speak. So remember to name yourself animatronic if you you know what? I don't know how to do this. At P speed. So if you're a night guard, you are not allowed to press that button. And there can only be one to 2 night guards. So if you want to be a night guard, you have to click a certain button that I will now place somewhere. So here's the option of on. How should I do this? So if you're gonna be a night guard, I guess. On. How am I gonna do this? This is weird. I don't know how to say this. So I guess if you're a night guard, you're gonna have a leather chest plate. And if you're a security guard, or not security guard, an animatronic, you would get speed 10. Alright, so there we go. So what does this say? Okay, well it's not gonna work, so. So yeah, once you have the thing, you're gonna put that on, and then you're gonna go to the secure office, and those who are animatronics, you will get speed 10. And by the way, you're not allowed to instantly rush from your places. You have to like go from like here to like possibly here, there. You can go into rooms. You can go into rooms like these right off the bat if you want. You can go in here right off the bat if you want. Just don't go instantly to the room. You'd have to take like steps. So like you could be from here to all the way over to here. You could go in here, but you cannot go from all the way from here to in there because that'd be cheating. Plus, it's kind of unfair if you could just rush him or rush whoever's the night guard. You could also like go from one of these spots to into here or over here. So like basically anyone who starts here has to take one step or like goes one place other than can go to one place other than the office right off the bat. However, for me, I am kind of different because again, I am kind of a foxy animatronic. So this is gonna be like my little area, I guess. So yeah, this is like my little cove, I guess, right now. So like I can instantly rush because I am a foxy animatronic. And there can only be 2 foxy animatronics, so that means I have to set up one more. The next one will be here. Okay, do this, do that, do this, okay. Yeah, we're gonna place like a birch door, I guess. Birch door. So that's gonna be like a little cove area. Mine's gonna be named, I guess, with a sign. Now, of course, the animatronics, if the night guard goes out, it's only to check the area, which the animatronics should not move until like 15 seconds later. If he's there, you can get him after like 15 seconds. But otherwise, other than that, you can't, get him because we don't really have, a camera system. I can't even speak. Alright, so yeah, only the fox animatronic can rush the night guard. And there are 3 normal animatronics, and if there's more than if there's me and a fox animatronic, 3 other animatronics, and there's still 2 other people, they can be the night guard. But they both each have to have one of them can be the door person, and the other one is just alerting the other person where the animatronics are. Of course, that's kind of an issue because, like I said, or I probably didn't say this, but it would be unfair to us that they would both be on the door. Actually, it wouldn't really because there's a power system and everything. So never mind. They could both check a door. But if there are 2 players in here or more, the animatronics can go at both doors at the same time. So but you have to give them at least 15 seconds or 5 to 10 seconds of not having the door closed, meaning they can have the door open without you coming in to attack them. So like if this door was closed right here, I would go back and be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then I would go back and they could they'd either like, you know. By the way, also, you cannot be at the door at all times if there are two people. You would have to each, basically, like, there's a time where, like, you have to, basically kind of, I don't know how to explain it, but you would have to, like, you could stand back here or something, and then you'd be fine with looking at the door, but, like, if you're gonna be staying at the door like this all the time, like if you see someone right and you just click it instantly, you can't do that. You have to wait until they get to the door. Also, even the Fox animatronics, they have a certain set limit where they'll have to stop like right here for at least 3 seconds. Actually, like 2, because then the night guard will be able to get the door closed before then, and like without having to worry. So, like, the Fox animatronics and the animatronics have 2 seconds to stand still. And if the night guard doesn't close the door, the animatronic can come in and attack them. Now, of course, if there are 2 or more night guards, that means others can run around without, they can run around and still somehow survive. And the animatronic must leave the room, because that is cheating. You can't stay in the room and puppy guard it pretty much while the other animatronics can take out the human out there, because that's kind of unfair. That's not how like the game would work. Because like per se, if I was like, oh, I'm just gonna puppy guard this place and see if they get back, and then their animatronics are just chasing down the night guard out here with no protection, because you're not really allowed to use the Freddy mask out here unless like power is out or something. But if the power is out, you can't use it. You can't use the pumpkin mask if the power is out, but you can use it if the power is still there. Now, if the power is out, you can come out here with the mask, because, then, it would be kind of fair about that, because they wouldn't have any protection. But then again, I would also turn on the power, which then they would have to rush back and without their mask on. So it's pretty much, I'm trying to make it fair, but at the same time I'm trying to make it a challenge, because it's hard when you have such a small place and you're trying to make it a challenge but fair at the same time, like if you have that kind of situation. But it's just like the animatronics would be like, if they puppy guard this place, like I said, that would be ridiculous, because they would have no choice but to stay out there with the other ones. And at the same time, they have no safety. So I have an idea. So like, if there was an animatronic puppy guard in this place, then they are not allowed to be attacked out here. Meaning that animatronic would be disqualified, and the night guards would instantly win if the animatronic is puppy guarding this place. So like, if I were puppy guarding it, all animatronics would instantly be disqualified, or at least me, because I am puppy guarding something. If other animatronics are selfishly attacking, then they would also be disqualified, because again, they're cheating. Because animatronics, being this one person is cheating and they're puppy guarding it, if none of the other animatronics are attacking them out here, as long as they're there's an animatronic near puppy guarding this, an animatronic cannot attack them out here. So if an animatronic attacks them out here when there's an animatronic puppy guarding this place, that animatronic could be disqualified. So like, per se, one animatronic does it while the rest just stay there, that one animatronic would just get disqualified and would be /killed, and would be spawned outside in a bedrock prison. So, yeah. That's what happens when you cheat. I actually have to destroy you if you do so. Like, I would TP you, and then once you respawn, I would TP you all the way to the bedrock prison. Because I don't like cheaters. I don't like selfish people. And when I get selfish, I hate myself for it. So, yeah, it's kind of just a problem I have. But, like, if I get rubbing stuff in people's face, and then I realize later on I feel extremely terrible. So, it's happened to me before. With a friend of mine. I'd never realized it, though, until he told me. And at the time, I didn't really think I was doing anything bad, but when I realized it, I felt pretty bad about it. I felt really bad, actually. Why am I doing this? I have no clue. Just for those who joined, please not puppy guard the room. And if you do, I'll also reset the game. Meaning, no, like, the night guards wins instantly, like I said before. But the time would be restarted, I'd reset everything. So just don't cheat. Don't cheat, okay? And that's about it for that part. My screen keeps glitching. I'm gonna go into my cove. Help. Yep. Also, the Fox animatronic, if there's no night guard out here, you can move every 5 seconds. However, if there is a night guard, you cannot move out. So once a night guard leaves every, 5 seconds. Also, when they go back, they have a 5-second timeout from going back out. You know, to give the animatronics a chance to move, and at least the foxy ones. But for the animatronics that have 15 seconds, they can still move. So it's best that the night guards would probably stay in there for at least 20 seconds. So the foxy animatronics, they can move within 5 seconds if the night guard's not there. The animatronics can move instantly if the night guard's not there. So the animatronics would have to wait 15 seconds as the night guard's there. So the fox animatronics, they can have 5 seconds until they move when the night guard's gone. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, I'd open the door. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, I'd step out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, I would rush. And I would stop at this door. 2, 1, and I would go in. So yeah, that's pretty much how that works. And the animatronics don't move for 15 seconds while the night guard's out, while the fox animatronics don't move at all. So yeah, that's why it's kind of fair for the foxies. And at the same time, their animatronics still have a chance to also take the kill. So yeah, it's I don't know why, but I keep doing this. It's kind of like a habit. So yeah, if you guys join or want to join, tell me in the comments, and I'll let you join. And if there's only 2 people on the world, which is me and someone else, I will be the animatronic, and they can be they'll be the night guard. Or we can swap roles if they really want to. Because if they always want to be the animatronic, you know what? Then they can be the animatronic. Where is that flipping hole? Here it is. I don't know why, but I thought I saw that flat, blink for a second. It started to fade out. Get a go fist. So I'm really hoping people want to join this, because I'd really love to see how this works out. At least as a test, you know? The flip, it's going invisible when I go in. That's creepy. And well. Spam the door. It's it's opening, but teleporting at the same time. It's it's disappearing. This is weird. whatever. Dashing through the bands, the story makes no sense. Ah! I love that animation. SMG4, I believe the name was, and he made a FNAF 2 Mario animation. Balloon Boy's going through the vents, she's like, dashing through the vents, this story makes no sense, and then like Mario just throws a grenade, and Balloon Boy's like, ah! It was so funny. Because like Mario just got so annoyed at Balloon Boy that he just threw a flipping grenade in there. You have to admit that is hilarious. Where like Balloon Boy just gets wrecked by a grenade. Although I do feel bad for him because I kind of feel his pain where everybody hates him just for who he is. Like, if you know how like if somebody were to hate you just for who you are, then you should obviously know his pain. But if you do that and you really don't care about him, then you kind of know better than those people who just bully you for who you are. And technically, if you really think about it, Balloon Boy is like the child in FNAF 2, a child animatronic. So really, he's like one of those kids. He's basically a kid in the game, but as an animatronic. So like you're basically being one of those people who bully people for who they are if you're bullying Balloon Boy or calling him Balloon B word and stuff like that. And that's why I feel bad for Balloon Boy, because people do that to him. And it's funny, but at the same time, I personally take it as an insult in a certain way. Because it makes me feel sad for Balloon Boy, even though it's funny. You know what I mean? Where it's like, something's funny, but at the same time, you're kind of sad about it. Like, sure, Balloon Boy animations where, like, he gets his butt kicked and all, yeah, they're funny, alright. But when you call him names, like, seriously, bullying for who he is, that's just, like, outrageous, dude. And that's the one thing I never really did like. Is that, like, you make it seem, like, everybody makes it seem like Balloon Boy is, like, a freaking jerk. When you're actually the one who's being a jerk to him. They don't even, like, you don't even realize that he's doing it because all the animatronics are enraged about something, thinking you are someone else, pretty much. So, like, you're basically, if you think about it in situations, you could be the purple guy, and for all you know, you really are him. And they're trying to get you, and you don't even realize the fact that you're being attacked for a reason. Maybe they're angry and think you're someone else, or you're the one who killed them all. So, really, if you think about it, he has a reason to do so, and so he's not really that much of a jerk for it. Either you are the purple guy, or they mistake you for him. Because for all you know, their face recognitions could be malfunctioning. Because don't forget, William, the purple guy, also knew how to dismantle the animatronics, but also knows a lot about them. And he obviously somehow he probably reprogrammed them in that one room where he dismantles them, because it's like error. And so, and I don't think that part is an exit, so really he can be a hacker. And he could have programmed the animatronics to see you as someone who you're not. So, really, it's not their fault. They might be thinking who you are that you're not, or they're thinking who you are that you really are. So, Balloon Boy is really just trying to help out his friends, which is kind of, if you think about it, that's actually nice of him to do. If he was really a pain in the butt, he wouldn't be helping anyone. I know for a fact that he's the one who summoned Foxy on me. And don't forget, Foxy in FNAF 2 still has a soul. So he's helping Foxy. So if you think about it, if you have a friend like that, you would definitely feel great because you're helping a friend. And your friend is in so much trouble, and like for Foxy, he's gone mad because he's been driven insane by being in a freaking animatronic suit for the rest of his life, probably not even remembering his own name, his original name. And that can drive someone real mad, trust me. Because, like, if you think about video games and all that, you really should know that Foxy is one of the characters that killed his own brother, probably. And in a lot of animations, he felt extremely bad. And I think in some of the video games, like in FNAF 4, he killed his brother. And then he stopped. He just freaking panicked or something like that. And I'm pretty sure he ran away. I'm not sure though. But if you think about it, Foxy was always angry. I think he's not only angry at the killer, but angry at himself. Because even his brother wasn't that heartless. And trust me, he seemed heartless. But if you really think about it, no one can be that heartless about their brother. A lot of people think that the FNAF character that killed his brother was in shock. And if you know about spring lock suits, where if they get wet, if you really think about it, Fredbear was a spring lock suit, and the crying child in FNAF 4 cries, and tears are made of a wet substance. So like, it hit a spring lock, and spring locks are very easily triggered by the slightest liquid. So the spring lock jaws so happen to malfunction because of the liquid from the crying child's tears, and they malfunctioned and chomped down his brother. And if you think about it, you're not gonna really know that if you're the FNAF child who killed your brother, because you're not the one who made the suits. You know nothing about them other than the fact that they perform. So he wouldn't know that, and his father killed him. All he really knew was that it was just a suit. He didn't know anything about it. He didn't even know if there was a person inside of there, because he may be the son of the. I don't think his father even worked there. He was just there. And when he found out about it, he went insane because he lost and I'm pretty sure Circus Baby's Pizzeria, or whatever it was, came kind of before then. I don't know. Mcpe had some videos about it. He had 2 children that died. His daughter, and then the little brother of the older brother that killed his little brother. They both died, and at that point, the purple guy went insane and went on a killing spree because he was mad. And then when he died, he regained sanity somehow. I don't know. I guess death can make you regain sanity. And then he felt really bad about all the things he's done. So in a way, you can actually, I feel very bad for Springtrap, because now that I know what he's gone through, I can kind of see why he went insane. Like, losing a family can make you, like, very sad. I've experienced it. I haven't gone insane though. I don't know why, but like, I guess he took it really hard on himself and the others. Because, I mean, obviously, he really loved his family. So, he was, like, one of those people who just can't handle not having a family. And he obviously loved them a lot. But Mcpe also had a thing where he said that, the Nightmare animatronics were by his doing to keep, the crying child away from the animatronics, because he knows because of what happened to his daughter, and he wants to keep his son safe. So I guess, like, pretty much the daughter died by baby first. Purple guy became aware that if his son was going to go near one of them, they might end up dying. So he created the nightmares and all that to keep him away from the restaurants, such as Fredbear's Family Diner. However, his plan failed because of the older brother, bringing him there by force. And he was terrified of Fredbear. And I can see why, because if you think about it, Nightmare Fredbear and Fredbear have somewhat of a resemblance. So if you can see like a resemblance, you're gonna be terrified of that thing. And when you know, like when you remember vividly a nightmare, then you're probably gonna be terrified of it so much that you don't even want to be near it. And that's something that the crying child had, I guess. The crying child was always afraid, and McPe said that, like I said, McPe said that, or the game theorist or whatever, said that somehow or whatever, the purple guy created these nightmares to keep his son away from the restaurants because of what happened to his daughter. So he wanted to keep his son safe, but his plan wasn't good enough. And eventually, because he put so much hard work into keeping his son safe, when his son died, he went insane, killed the older brother and his friends, and then the animatronics went all crazy because the souls of the children were possessing the animatronics. And so they were so angry that they just killed anyone in sight to get free, because they think that killing the person who killed them will set them free. When really it didn't. I don't think so, at least, because Springtrap died, yet the Phantoms, they were still there. And you'd think that the souls moved on, but maybe they did, but the Phantoms still were there. And the Phantoms were like, I don't know how to put this, but like, you know how like your soul leaves a part, like if you're thinking of mythology terms or whatever, your soul leaves your body, but there's still some part of you in there. So like there would be a leftover part of your soul in your body. So like the blood would still be there and all that, which is what, like, I don't know how to say it, but if you think about it, the Phantoms are kind of like that, because the souls left, but there's probably still a piece of them left in there because there was blood in there. So like you could take a sample of that in kind of game worlds, you could turn that into flipping who knows what. So maybe Springtrap turn the leftovers from the souls into Phantoms. So that's why the Phantoms are alive, but at the same time they're not, because they don't have a mind, unlike the original animatronics did. So if you think about it, the only missing part of their soul was their mind, and the main soul is the only thing that has the mind. So really, there must have been a leftover from the souls, because yet there was no Bonnie Phantom, which I find really strange, because there's Foxy, Chica, Mangle, Freddy, but and then the puppet, but those are like the only ones you see in the game. None of the other ones are there. Also, you see Phantom BB, I just remembered. And those are like the only ones you see. None of the other ones are there. Would you find that really strange? Because I do. And they must have not had the biggest souls, because obviously Bonnie might have somehow taken all of his soul with him. So like there was nothing left from his soul. Yet the other ones that are in the game somehow did. Maybe Bonnie and some others didn't really Like, maybe in a way their souls were complete in contact or something like that. And so, like, their souls were just not separated exactly. So, like, I don't know how to explain this, but since, like, Bonnie's suit probably got washed, leaving no signs of blood or even traces of leftover remnants of his soul, whatever you want to say it is. So maybe Bonnie's soul was different from the others? I don't know. I just find FNAF very confusing. I just feel bad for some of the characters. Like, most people hate the characters I feel bad for. Like, seriously, like Springtrap. Like, how can you blame him for what he did? He went insane. When you go insane, you're not gonna have control over yourself. And he also had a reason to do it. So maybe it wasn't justified, but he had a reason. He killed the killers of his son. That's called, I believe that's called avenging someone. And don't forget, they were teenagers. They were like 18-year-old kids. And they were foolish. So, in a way, I feel bad for both of them on different situation kind of things. Which is, you know, probably not a good thing. Even though Purple Guy had a reason, he really shouldn't have done it. But I feel bad because he lost a lot of stuff, which drove him to the point where he went insane. But at the same time, the children's, I feel angry at them, but at the same time I feel bad because they didn't know that was gonna happen. They didn't know that was gonna happen, but at the same time, they were really stupid. Like, why would you even put your brother in an animatronic's mouth? Like, do you know how dangerous that could be if it chomped down on him in the first place, even if it wasn't a Springlock suit? Like, seriously, don't put your head inside of a metal robot's mouth. Like, that's legit the stupidest thing you could do. And they broke that thing, so in a way, it's still their fault, even though they didn't know it was gonna happen. I mean, I'm pretty sure a 15, like, probably a 10-year-old would know that. And to be honest, I'm not really happy with what they've done, but at the same time, I don't think they deserve to straight up get murdered and be tormented by possessing a suit. I mean, sure, dying is one thing, but possessing it, having to be an animatronic, really? That's just like a little bit overkill, dude. And that was like, I mean, I know it's bad that they died, but it's kind of what they get. Like, I probably wouldn't do that in real life, so because I have a phobia of blood, too much blood would make me freak out and all that. But, like, technically, they weren't punished severely enough, so really, if the cops were to do something about it and probably put them in jail for what they did, then yeah, it'd be fine, but they didn't go to jail. They got away with it. So really, it's really punishment for what they did, but just the one part where they have to possess a suit, that part is just a bit overboard. Now, of course, Purple Guy probably wouldn't have known that until after he did it. And of course, somehow the animatronics' souls were probably split, because then he only killed like 5 children, I believe. But I think Mcpe said something different. And then, like, I just really like FNAF, so. And there's a lot of story to FNAF, so there can be totally different plot twists in it, and I probably wouldn't even know. I most likely don't even know. So let me know, guys, what are your FNAF theories? Why do you think Purple Guy killed the FNAF 4 children? And why do you think why do you think he killed the FNAF 4 children? And what do you think the FNAF 4 older brother felt like when his little brother died. Tell me in the comments. I'm curious to find out. I'll see you guys next time.